Mr. Balakrishnan, the author of the book, Sri N. Gopalaswamy, Sri Subrato Bakshi, Tirucherian, Tony Joseph, author of Early Indians, Thiru Udayachandran, distinguished guests, good evening to you all. Let me first congratulate the author of the book as well as the recipient of the first copy. Mr. Balakrishnan has been conferred with Dr. Vase Kulandai Swamy Memorial Award for his outstanding research and contribution in the field of Indus Valley civilization work. Author Tony Joseph was awarded 12th Shakti Bhatt First Book Award for the year 2018 for his book Early Indians. Whatever I wanted to deliver as my lecture here has been absolutely and in an extraordinary manner narrated by Sri Udayachandran. Of course, the quest for truth about the history, which is often told in different versions, and the same drives historians with tireless efforts. When John Marshall on 20th September 1924 presented a paper which was published in Illustrated London News about the discovery of Indus Valley civilization, the same raised many questions, including the language, as well as the people of Indus, and about the decline of civilization. Many books and articles have been published connecting the unknown Indus language to Proto-Sumerian, Elamite, Hethite, Dravidian, and Indo-Aryan languages. However, in the absence of a bilingual script, the search is still on. The historians have different perspective of a single fact, and in this background, the journey of a civilization Indus to Vaigai, authored by R. Balakrishnan, is an important publication to understand India's multifaceted existence and Dravidian affiliation with the language of Indus. The journey of a civilization Indus to Vaigai, which comes from Indian Institute of Advanced Studies, Simla, is a pioneering effort to give answers to the historical gaps in the annals of not only South Asian, but on the human race and its predominant life and culture. With astounding onomastic and literary evidences and a comprehensive methodology, Mr. Balakrishnan establishes phenomenal relationship between Indus civilization and Dravidian civilization. Several sources comprising 59 maps and over 150 figures, which independently give a scope for a new research, stories of local legends, literary references, archaeological and epigraphical evidences have been analyzed and relied upon for this elaborate and excellent work. The logical connection to ancient Sangam Tamil literature and its treatment as a proto-document that comes a natural corollary could be relevant and useful for understanding Tamil's history, which has its period prior to Indus civilization. It also gives a sense of pride to every individual from this Tamil land. R. Balakrishnan is a renowned researcher in onomatics, expanding his knowledge every day to substantiate the primordial existence of Tamil language and culture. He has scientifically established the fact that Dravidian place names have found their way to different parts of the world, including the Indus region. In the process, he has opened several subjects for debate. This book discusses several elements in the Indus Valley civilization: classical Tamil literature, Indo-Aryan connect, Indus-Dravidian connect, and the percussory geographies. Using technological tools like GIS systems, Mr. Balakrishnan has analyzed what he calls the journey of a civilization and argued that places names traceable to a particular language could also be dependable indicator to analyze ancient migrations. Mr. Balakrishnan has unleashed the evidence with analytical answers about the existence of Korkai, Vanji, and Tondi in the Indus Valley region. In many parts of the book, including the epilogue, he emphasizes that the people who migrate carried with them their identity, language, and culture, including the place names which were assigned to their new homeland. Balakrishnan explains in a lucid manner about the similar use of names between the people of North and South, which can be traced to Sangam text and early Tamil epigraphy. The uniqueness of this book is its democratic style, exhaustive methodology, and a search for truth without any compromise. Maps, figures, and illustrations widen the scope for authenticated validation of the data used, and the comparative analysis delivers easy and quick understanding. Mr. Balakrishnan refers to the scripts of Dravidian parts, medieval and later Indo-Aryan languages to show how the travel has encoded to validate his views. He gives a definition for Indian culture which could solve the present-day differences between the North and South India. He convincingly argues that the notions on Lemuria, continental drifts, etc., need to be discarded in the light of overwhelming evidence emerging in support of an ancient Tamil connection to the Indus Valley civilization. Silappadigaram is referred and has been used as a great tool to substantiate his claims. The spastic temporal distances between the known southern boundary of the Harappan culture and the political boundaries of the Sangam Tamilagam cannot pose limitations for the Dravidian hypotheses and claims. The Aham aspect of life, as projected by the Dravidian ancients in various poems, is also traced to the poems of the Prakritam and medieval Indo-Aryan languages. The extensive bibliography running to 10 pages in this book reveal the dedication and his unrelenting hard work. It is a daunting task with so many views and publications to cull out the relevant and reliable, to compare, analyze, and arrive at a conclusion on such subjects of historical and ever-relevant importance is worth mentioning. Mr. Balakrishnan concludes his work with an interesting rainforest analogy. He suggests that the mere recognition of an Indian pluralism as a reality of India may not be adequate. As proposed by him, the role played by various layers including the tribes of India, the connections between Indus part with the Tamil, prehistory, the recent archaeological discoveries at Kiradi and other places as to how the Vedic traditions and early Sanskrit of North that spread to other parts of India, that impact, cause, and fall of languages earlier used in India, Buddhist and Jain traditions, and the impact of all other lateral influences need to be reappraised and celebrated afresh. Being a poet, Mr. Balakrishnan, with enormous love and deep knowledge in Tamil literature, penned poetic works such as Nattu Kural and Panmaya Kavalan. His research work, Sindhavali Panvatin, Dravida Adithalam was received well. Journey of a Civilization is an outcome of his love for Tamil, intellectual curiosity about the rise and decline of Indus civilization, and his unrelenting quest in knowing the origin, movement, continuity and influence of Tamil language and civilization. The possession of knowledge transcends into greatness only when it is imparted to others. Mr. Balakrishnan by this book has not only passed on his wide knowledge, but also thrown the seeds for the others to sow. By his every publication and declaration, he is slowly turning out to be an authority on South Asian civilization. I am sure this book will be celebrated by all the people who want to understand the truth about ancient India. While touching the black and red ware culture, Balakrishnan's study, the reliance on Sangam literature, and the importance of Tamil, and also his own verses saying, "Don't treat Tamil as a language of a region, it is the language for a civilization," is being proved by this book. Mr. Balakrishnan, Mr. Sundar, and Roja Muthaiya team created history by this remarkable achievement. Thank you.